Have you ever thought that when a dog stretches upon seeing you, it's just an unconscious stretch? You might be wrong. When a dog lowers its head and arches its back as you walk through the door, it might look simple, but it carries a hidden message, one that only those who truly understand can sense. Is it just a physical habit, or is it their way of whispering, "I'm so happy you're here"? In this video, I'll reveal the true meaning behind those small but deeply emotional gestures from our dogs. Things that, once understood, will forever change the way you see your four-legged friend. Because sometimes, if you listen with your heart, you'll hear the quiet world your little dog is trying to share with you every single day. When your dog stretches, lowers its head, and arches its back when it sees you, do you know it's sending an invisible invitation? Many think it's just a good stretch, but in reality, it's a playbow, a body language signal that shows pure joy and trust. Researchers call it the playbow, a joyful, trusting gesture. If your dog often greets you this way, know that you are the reason for that happiness. A wonderful way to respond? Slightly bow down, wave, and invite them to play. You'll see their eyes light up with joy. So next time, don't just smile and walk by. Answer that invitation with all your love. And when the joy becomes too much to hold in words, dogs have another adorable behavior. Have you ever seen your dog spinning around, chasing its tiny tail? It might look funny, but there's more to those circles than meets the eye. Sometimes it's just a playful way to burn off energy. But if tail chasing becomes too frequent or obsessive, it could signal stress, boredom, or even medical issues like skin allergies or parasites. If you notice it happening a lot, introduce more interactive games like frisbee, treasure hunts, or puzzle toys. It'll help them burn energy and strengthen your bond. But if the spinning doesn't stop, it might be time for a visit to the vet to be safe. Once their energy is soothed, you'll notice even warmer, more intimate behaviors like these. Have you ever sat down and felt your dog instantly nuzzle their head into your lap? That gentle leaning isn't just cute. In the dog world, it's a deep search for safety. Since puppyhood, they snuggled with their mother for warmth and security. As they grow, they transfer that trust to the one they love most, you. If your dog leans into you while sleeping, snuggles next to you on the couch, or even hides under the table just to be near, know that you've become their safe place. Don't rush away or push them aside. Even a soft pat is enough to fill their little heart with happiness. And sometimes, that trust shows itself in a funny little way you might have misunderstood. Have you ever noticed your dog turning its rear toward you without explanation? It might seem silly, but it's actually a huge sign of trust. In the animal world, exposing their back means vulnerability. They only do it when they completely trust you. When your dog shows you their backside, it's saying, "I'm safe with you. You're my family." So next time, don't be offended if they don't face you directly. It's one of the purest gifts of trust. If you pay close attention, you'll notice another equally loving behavior. Surely you've had your dog lick your hands or face when you bend down. Licking is one of a dog's most natural ways of showing affection. It's something they learn from their mother and use to say, "I love you," or "I missed you." According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, licking also releases endorphins in a dog's brain, helping them feel calm and happy. If it's moderate, embrace it as a loving hello. If it becomes excessive or anxious, gently guide them toward other calming activities like belly rubs, hide and seek, or simply shower them with your gaze and soft words. And you can see that bond even in habits that seem messy. Have you ever seen your dog rolling around in the grass, on the floor, or, unfortunately, something smelly? To us, it looks odd, but for dogs, it's instinctual behavior. In the wild, their ancestors would roll in scents to camouflage their smell from predators. Today, it's often a way to mark territory, or simply feel comfortable. If your dog rolls after a bath or a trip outside, understand it as them trying to get back their familiar scent or embrace freedom. Just check the area they rolled in and give them a light bath if needed. And there's another signal that, while familiar, hides uncontainable joy. The moment the door opens and their little tail wags like crazy, you might think it's simple excitement, but it's so much more. Tail wagging is a powerful emotional display. Joy, love, excitement at being reunited. If their tail wags high and fast, shaking their whole body, it's a heart bursting with happiness. But if the wag is low, slow, or tucked between the legs, it could signal fear or uncertainty. Remember, a dog's tail never lies. If your dog wags wildly when they see you, you've truly become their whole world. Just like tail wagging, your dog's choice of sleeping spots says more than you might think. Have you ever woken up to find your tiny pup curled up right beside you? We often assume they just want warmth, but it's actually a primal need: protection and protecting those they love. Sleeping close is a silent declaration. You're my family. According to research from the University of Colorado, dogs can even synchronize their heartbeat with their trusted humans during sleep. If your dog loves curling up next to you, smile. You're not just their owner. You're their safe haven. That connection also shows in the most ordinary, everyday moments. Where you go, they follow. You head to the bathroom, they wait at the door. You walk to the garden, they trot behind. This behavior, while sometimes amusing or even slightly annoying, shows your importance. Dogs are pack animals. You're not just the food provider, you're the leader, the heartbeat of their world. According to the American Kennel Club, this shadowing behavior reflects a need for security and loyalty to the leader. If it gets overwhelming, gently train them with short separations. But never forget that clinginess stems from unconditional love. But dogs don't always show love by sticking close. Sometimes they seek a quiet corner to heal. If one day you can't find your dog, only to discover them hiding under a bed or in a quiet corner, don't assume they're upset with you. Often it's how they soothe themselves when feeling anxious, much like humans seeking a familiar spot when overwhelmed. Loud noises like thunder, fireworks, or even a simple change at home can prompt them to hide. The best thing you can do? Create a peaceful, cozy space with their favorite bed and toys, reassuring them that no matter what happens outside, you'll always be here. And sometimes, it's not just external changes. Your own body can signal things they pick up before you even know. Did you know your dog can detect subtle changes in your body? Sometimes, before you notice them yourself? Research from Cambridge University has shown that dogs can smell chemical changes related to stress, illness, even cancer. Microscopic changes in scent that humans can't detect are obvious to their powerful noses. There are countless stories of dogs detecting breast cancer, lung cancer, and even upcoming seizures just by sniffing their owners. If your dog fixates on a particular spot on your body or seems unusually worried, don't ignore it. They might be sending you a silent alert. And their superpowers don't stop at detecting illness. Sometimes you'll notice your dog getting restless, pacing, or lightly growling. even on a clear, sunny day. Don't rush to think about ghosts. Scientists at the U.S. Geological Survey have found that dogs can detect tiny vibrations in the earth, early warnings of earthquakes or natural disasters. This ability comes from their sensitivity to low-frequency sounds, infrasound, that humans can't hear. So if your dog is uneasy for no apparent reason, stay open to their alert. They might be sensing things even science is just beginning to understand. It's not just dangers. They notice even your smallest movements at home. You reach for your phone or gently stand up. Instantly, your dog lifts their head and watches you. Dogs' motion-detecting brain systems are far more developed than ours. Even the tiniest changes, a slight lean, a glance, they pick up right away. If you're training them, remember that every small movement sends a signal. And sometimes, those curious eyes are simply asking, "What are you about to do? Can I join?" Sometimes, just a glance is enough to soothe a heart longing for connection. Besides their powerful nose and ears, dogs also seem to have an invisible compass, sensing Earth's magnetic field. According to research from the University of Duisburg-Essen, Germany, dogs often align their bodies north-south when relieving themselves or resting. There's a mysterious connection between dogs and the natural rhythms of the planet. If you notice your dog spinning in circles before lying down, it's not random. It's their way of calibrating with the earth. You see, behind every seemingly unconscious action, there's an ocean of emotion that your little dog quietly sends you every day. Understanding these signals is like learning a new language, the language of silent love. They may not speak in words, but their love is clear, simple, and complete. If your dog has special little gestures like these, I'd love to hear your story. Share it in the comments. It might touch the hearts of many other dog lovers. And if you feel this video has helped you see your dog with softer eyes, stay with us. Hit subscribe so you don't miss more magical insights ahead. Because the world of these tiny hearts deserves to be understood a little more each day.